Thank you to our Secretary General of UNESCO, St. Martin, Miss Marcelia Henry. Thank you for your dedication and for all that you're doing in order to preserve our cultural heritage here on St. Martin, with the help, of course, of UNESCO. And we want to say thanks to the representatives of UNESCO for being here, one who also facilitated. Thank you very much. We appreciate the work that you're doing and assisting us in this particular area. Certainly grateful for UNESCO's efforts to preserve the documentary heritage of our region, all of which are of historical and cultural significance to the countries in our region. To those stakeholders who are present today from the museum, thank you. To the Phillipsburg Jubilee Library, to the Department of Communication, thank you for being here. To the Department of Records and Information Management, known to us as DIV, the Department of Culture, and the Civil Registry, and all else who participated. Thank you for coming and for sharing in this workshop. And we understood that you had a very fruitful and successful visit to our cadastre. Information that you received, I'm sure, was also very helpful. So by this time together, you were able to determine some possible items to be considered for the Memory of the World International, Regional, and National Register, as well as filling in the form to register nominations and inscriptions to the Memory of the World International, Regional, and National Register. You were also able to restore and to strengthen the capacity of the National Memory of the World Committee of St. Martin, and to assist with the identification of items of documentary heritage that can be placed on the National Memory of the World Register of St. Martin. Congratulations to all of you for the progress you have made in these 2 days. For those of you who have traveled from other countries and to be here with us in St. Martin, I hope you have made for yourselves some memories of our corner of the world. I encourage you to continue to remember St. Martin and to see if you can find some other special spots here before you leave. We're all Caribbean people, but pardon my pride when I say there's something very special about this island. I guarantee you, you will not want to miss out on any opportunity that you may find here. So I'd like to thank you, and with that I'd like to close the proceedings and wish all of you well, and hopefully you'll be able to organize another session soon on St. Martin, because the more you come and share with us, the more we are able to preserve the various memories that we have accumulated over time. So all the best and much success. Thank you very much.
Success coming from Marcelia Henry as well. She is the Secretary General of UNESCO. First of all, how do you measure success?
I measure success based on the feedback received from the participants. And the feedback I receive from the participants is that they are eager to start researching the various documentary heritage on St. Martin. So that to me is a plus. 2, they are also interested in finalizing the work for the nomination that they actually started during the sessions. Success is also them also telling us they like the workshop because they learned this, they learned something new. So if someone can tell me they learned something new, they are eager to put into practice what they learned, then I'm very happy, and therefore I can use that to say it was a successful workshop.
Now, based on the information that has been gathered from the various participants, How do you go forward from here on?
How I will move forward, one, after this particular workshop, I am going to be calling a meeting with all of the different individuals at least 3 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks from today, because we do need to follow up and come up with a plan as to how we move forward. One of the things that we emphasize or discuss further in detail in the workshop is to look as to who can possibly become participants or members of the Memory of the World Committee. So we're going to finalize the criteria for individuals. So I'm going to need their feedback for that. And then two, I'm going to need them to state whether they are interested and committed of being a possible member of the Memory of the World National Committee. Because what would transpire based on the interests, based on that information gathered, then that information would then be passed on to our Minister of Education, Culture, Youth and Sports, who is the official chairperson of our St. Martin National Commission for UNESCO. So all of the information will be gathered and then passed on to the minister so that we can make a decision as to who will comprise our Memory of the World National Committee for St. Martin.
It's been said that behind every door, possibility awaits. How much possibility depends on which door you open first. Every day, we help our customers discover the possibilities in their lives. It all starts with a conversation. Scotiabank. Discover what's possible.
GEBE has been faithfully serving the communities of St. Martin, powering your home and our economy. Come rain or shine, our qualified team of professionals are working hard 24 hours a day to provide you and your family with safe, reliable electricity and water. We use the latest technologies and test our products daily to maintain the highest international standards. Our friendly staff is always there to assist you, whether in person, over the phone, or online. We are committed to constantly improving our products and services, making them more efficient, effective, and environmentally friendly to serve you better today and our next generation of clients tomorrow. GEBE, powering a brighter future.
Our friend Megawati is here with tips to save you energy. 1. Turn your airco temperature up. 2. Use a ceiling fan instead. 3. Buy energy-saving products. Save some green with NVGEBE.
Hello, St. Martin. My name is Jose Helaga and I play basketball. I have organized basketball events in St. Martin. Sport matters to me because it makes everybody come together in unity. So I challenge the businesses community to step up for sports and help us rebuild and repair our facility. I'm also asking the community to nominate local businesses in your area to take on the challenge and step up for sport because sports matter. Check out the Department of Sports SXM Facebook page for more information. Hashtag Sport Matter, hashtag Are You In?
My question is for the Prime Minister and, of course, the Minister of ECYS. It has been widely reported that 2 of your ministers have been asked to tender their resignation. I'm sure you have taken note of that. What's your reaction? And take into consideration the fact that it's coming from the coalition partners, a reaction from the Deputy Prime Minister as well.
Thank you for that question. Indeed, I have taken note of the request of the coalition, at least what has been written in the newspapers. That I have read it as well. I will only state that the Council of Ministers will have to discuss the request and speak to the various ministers, and that's my only comment on that specific matter.
Thank you, Mr. Cyrillian. With regards to that topic, the coalition will be making a statement, so I'll wait until that statement be made.
Interesting question. What is the status of the government of St. Martin now? I can tell you that I have 7 ministers currently in the Council of Ministers, and I believe that every government have crises at times. The question is, how do we meet those crises? How do we tackle those crises? And I believe that we will do it together. No matter what happens, we will do it together as a team.
Last week, I had the opportunity to mention about some of the laws that we have been able to pass recently in the Council of Ministers. And yesterday was no different. We passed the final one, which is the ordinance to amend Book 2 of the Civil Code. I want to mention that the 3 laws that have been passed are the ordinance to amend the Penal Code, the ordinance to amend the Penal Procedure Code, and yesterday was the ordinance to amend Book 2 of the Civil Code. These ordinances now have to be debated and hopefully adopted in Parliament, but also implemented by September. The ministry and I are in touch with all the stakeholders, and hopefully we will be in time, because we also have to translate them into English, and they also have to be vetted by the CFATF. This will allow us to meet the CFATF plenary deadline, and in so doing, avoid any international negative public statement. The work is not done yet, and we will still have to put forward our best efforts and make sure that the parliamentarians also clear these legislative hurdles. The PowerPoint presentation that I will be given on Monday for the public debate of the budget will be available on our Facebook page. I encourage you to go there and see for yourself what is being done in the Ministry of Justice.
Hearings concerning the taxes owed by the former Minister of Finance, Michael Ferrier. Is the Finance Department, or at least the Ministry, looking to start any talks to get this money back? Or to get the money, I should say.
Thank you, Mr. Dick. I think the question is not posed correctly.
Oh,
it's not Mr. Ferrier that is owing taxes to the government of St. Martin. It is the company that is established that owes land tax to the government of St. Martin. And yes, there are talks ongoing between the Ministry of Rummy to settle
Hey ma, how you doing? You busy?
I hear, just paying some bills, taking care of business, you know what it is?
I know, you're doing your online banking.
I don't have to stand in those long lines to pay bills. I can transfer when I want. I can check my account wherever. It's like the bank open 24/7. I even here checking the statement right now as we're talking. How's Miami?
Well, that's why I'm calling. I'm finishing up a few songs now. but I'm afraid that studio time might be more than I thought. And I was wondering if I could get some help with some funds, and I could pay you back as soon as I get back to St. Martin.
Let me check my account. How much you need?
I think 500 should be enough.
I can transfer it to you while online. Direct from me to you. No problem.
Great. Thank you so much, Ma. I'll get online with Viv now.
Alright, darling. You know who you're for?
I need to know who you're for.
Contact WIB today for your complete personal online banking experience. Available for all mobile devices, the Windward Islands Bank, now your online banking partner in progress.
Who you for?
The Windward Islands Teachers Union, as a member organization of the Education International, we have also received, like all our other brothers and sisters throughout the world, the invitation to the 8th World Congress of Education International, which will be held in Bangkok, Thailand, from the 21st of July to the 26th of July, under the heading Educators and their unions taking the lead. Now, basically, the World Congress meets every 4 years to adopt policies and approve programs and financial and other reports. It also provides an opportunity for representatives of member organizations from all over the world to meet and consider the major issues affecting their organization. Well, it also elects officers and executive boards for the following quadrennium and determines the dues rates. Now, there's going to be a preliminary outline of a program and the timetable also at this Congress. Okay? It would have an opening session, and you would also be able to get, at the opening session, there will be a business starting from the 22nd of July, an educational, EIPSI forum for LGBTI forum would take place, for an Indigenous People Caucus, and a future or the further of higher education caucus would also take place, and a women's caucus. This all would be organized between the 19th to the 21st of July as a pre-Congress program. The Congress itself, the theme of the Congress would be educators and the unions taking the lead, with 3 sub-themes: promoting the democracy, human and trade union rights, is 1. Advancing the profession, that's number 2. And ensuring free, quality education for all. Those are the 3 sub-themes that will be dealt with at the Congress. Windward Islands Teachers Union, as a very small unit, we reported our unavailability based on financial constraints, but however, as a member organization, Education International responded and will be taking care of, or have taken care of, the airfare and accommodation in Bangkok for 1 person. The person that will be going, of course, as a delegate and with the rights to vote at that Congress would be myself, President of the Windward Islands Teachers Union. and I will be represented also. Right now, on the floor of the Caribbean Union of Teachers, we are also caucusing throughout the Caribbean so that everybody would have that communication to know who would be the delegates for the different unions that are members of the Caribbean Union of Teachers. So it means that the Caribbean would have a tight-knit block at that Congress in Bangkok, Thailand. My wish is to be able to represent my union and also as a proud member of the Caribbean Union of Teachers to lend my voice within the theme of that Congress and to make sure that as educators and their unions that we can take the lead in shaping things in the future, especially when it comes to promoting democracy, human and trade union rights.
Hello, St. Martin. My name is Stephanie Medina, and I play football with the Walichi Women's soccer team. I have represented St. Martin in many different games. For example, the Dutch Caribbean Women's Soccer Cup. I played against Bonaire, Aruba, and Curacao right here in this stadium. Sports matter to me because it makes me happy, it keeps me fit and healthy, and it is very fun. So I ask the business community to take on this challenge and help us rebuild our facilities. And I also ask the community to nominate the local businesses in your area and take on the challenge and step up for sport. Why? Because sports matter. Check out the Department of Sport Facebook page for more information. Hashtag sports matter. Hashtag are you in?
1,
2,
3,
4. This is how common it is to develop a mental illness. 1 out of every 4.
4,
4.
4. But there is hope. Today, most mental illnesses can be managed and treated. Visit your general doctor if you feel concerned about your thoughts and behaviors or have some difficulty dealing with some of life's issues.
If you have been diagnosed and are suffering from a mental illness, keep in mind these 4 points to help you manage your mental health.
1. Get regular checkups with your general doctor.
2. Stay on your treatment plan to prevent relapses.
3. Find a strong support group in your family and friends.
And 4. Never be afraid to ask for help and look out for the warning signs of your illness.
Remember, you are not alone. We are as close as one.
2.
3.
4.
Learn about mental health illness by going to the Mental Health Foundation's website at www.mhf-sxm.com.
We'd like to inform our members that during the month of July, August and September is the months that we have scheduled for this event, which will take place at the Wi-Fi. The dates are not known as yet because there's yet some details, but what we would like to encourage one and all to stay tuned to your media and look forward in other medias for more information pertaining to the food and fruits. The fruits and vegetable program that we have coming. It is important because you know that the aim of this project is to reduce or to have an impact on the cost of living. We've been going for many months and informing many stakeholders, especially throughout the commercial world, of the importance of reducing the cost of living And we took note that nothing has happened over the years after sitting also in briefing government and Chamber of Commerce. So we took it upon ourselves, and we are in affiliation with growers abroad, which in the Dominican Republic, who will be supplying us in the coming months. And it is the intention that we grow this into a sustainable project whereby true relief will come to our members. So they can look forward during the month of July, that way we will be launching this first project. The date will be given to the media, and it will be at the Whitefall building. And it will be ongoing for a couple of days, let's say for a week, and then repeated within 15 days. And throughout the next 3 months, it's projected for now. And also the consumer can rest assured that there's big savings. Why this project? As I alluded that first, the aspect of the poverty, which is what we are combating and fighting for, but also it goes hand in hand with the affordable food and qualitative food, which are going to have an impact on their health. So without having access to good food and quality food, there's great improvement also to one's health, and we see it that it's something that it ties together, it's correlated. So we look forward in also those that will be privileged to be able to purchase, and that they will see great improvement on their living condition, on their lifestyle. So just to keep people tuned in, that in the coming weeks we will continue giving more and more information to the start of the project.